The large red kangaroo is a big animal that lives in Australia. It is also called the red kangaroo or giant kangaroo. The large red kangaroo belongs to the order Diprotodontia, two incisors, and the family Macropodidae, kangaroos. The giant kangaroo is a record holder, as it is the largest marsupial mammal alive today. It is also the largest animal native to Australia. In this article, you will read a description of the large red kangaroo and learn many new facts about these giants. What does the large red kangaroo look like? The large red kangaroo appears as a big and powerful animal. Males and females show pronounced sexual dimorphism in both coloration and size. Most of the male's body is bright reddish, with only the lower part, limbs, and underside of the tail being pale yellow. Females are usually gray with a bluish tint. Females' bodies may also have yellowish or reddish spots, which can be quite large, especially in individuals living in arid areas. The large red kangaroo looks muscular and strong, especially its hind legs. The front legs are much shorter and have small claws. The muzzle of the red kangaroo is almost rectangular in shape. On the head, there are large upright ears and small but widely set eyes, providing a field of view of over 300 degrees. The kangaroo's tail is very powerful and long. They use it as a third point of support when standing on their hind legs. When delivering kicks with their hind legs, they even transfer their entire weight onto the tail. And most importantly, what are the sizes of the giant kangaroo? The average height of a male large red kangaroo is between 1.3 and 1.6 meters, with the length of their tail reaching up to 1.2 meters. On average, male large red kangaroos weigh between 55 and 90 kilograms. Naturally, these are average figures, and there are individuals much larger. The largest recorded male large red kangaroo measured 2.1 meters in height and weighed 91 kilograms. According to some reports, there may be even larger individuals, but these claims have not been confirmed. Females of the large red kangaroo are significantly smaller than males. Their body length averages between 85 and 105 centimeters, and the tail length rarely exceeds 85 centimeters. The weight of the giant kangaroo females is also noticeably less, typically ranging from 20 to 40 kilograms. How do large red kangaroos live? Large red kangaroos live in quite hot and dry conditions. However, they are fully adapted to their environment and thrive in it. Large red kangaroos maintain a body temperature of about 36 degrees Celsius. During intense daytime heat, they take shelter in the shade of bushes or trees and are more active at night. In particularly extreme conditions, the animal can even enter a state of torpor. Giant kangaroos have fur that is not very long but quite dense, which partially insulates them from the surrounding heat. When it gets hot, they begin to breathe more rapidly, and their sweating increases. In addition, these animals lick their front limbs, which also helps to cool them down. Large red kangaroos move by hopping, which is quite unusual. Their legs are built for jumping, functioning like elastic bands. The Achilles tendon contracts and stretches, releasing energy. This allows them to make relatively long and high jumps. Adult strong males can cover 8 to 9 meters in a single leap. On average, the jump height of a large red kangaroo ranges from 1.2 to 1.9 meters, but in extreme situations, it can increase to 2 to 3 meters. These animals are capable of reaching speeds of over 60 kilometers per hour. Giant kangaroos live and graze in small groups. Usually, these consist of several females and their offspring. In areas with abundant food resources, they can gather into large herds, which may number up to 1,500 individuals. What does the large red kangaroo eat? Large red kangaroos spend most of their daily activity searching for and consuming food. When food is scarce, they can travel 25 to 30 kilometers per day in search of feeding areas. However, they usually lead a sedentary lifestyle and feed within their home range. The large red kangaroo feeds on vegetation. Green grass makes up 75 to 95% of their diet. When grass is insufficient, they also consume other plants, especially legumes, flowers, and even shrub branches. Their bodies are able to obtain enough moisture from vegetation to survive without direct access to water. The kidneys of the large red kangaroo concentrate the urine and reclaim water from it, helping the animal survive for long periods without drinking water. They are also able to consume plants with a high salt content. Where does the giant red kangaroo live? The large red kangaroo inhabits Australia and can be found in almost all regions of the continent. Its range is very wide and includes locations such as grasslands, forests, and even deserts. However, it is generally believed that the favorite habitat of giant kangaroos is the savanna, open fields with scattered trees and shrubs that provide shelter during the hot daytime. Reproduction in large red kangaroos. Large red kangaroos reproduce year-round without breaks. The female is almost always pregnant, except for a few days around giving birth and shortly afterward. After giving birth, her egg immediately descends and she becomes ready for fertilization. Following the conception of a new offspring, she enters embryonic diapause, a pause in the development of the new embryo, until the joey being nursed starts to leave the pouch. The active development of the fetus in the large red kangaroo occurs very quickly, in approximately 33 days. After birth, usually only one offspring is born. In marsupials, this young is called a joey in English, while in everyday language it is often referred to as a kangaroo joey. The newborn is hairless, blind, and only a few centimeters long. Its hind limbs are completely undeveloped, and to reach the pouch, the baby clings to the mother's fur with its front paws and instinctively makes its way into the pouch, where it finds a teat and latches onto it. In the pouch, the red kangaroo joey continues to develop actively. In about 6 months, the joey develops enough to start poking its head out of the pouch and exploring the surrounding world. By the age of 8 months, the joey permanently leaves the mother's pouch. However, the joey continues to nurse on the mother's milk until about 1 year of age. An interesting fact about large red kangaroos is that the mother produces several types of milk simultaneously, a richer, more fatty milk for the joey still in the pouch, and a less fatty milk for the offspring that has already left the pouch. Thus, a female kangaroo can feed one already grown joey, have one developing in the pouch, and another embryo in embryonic diapause in her uterus. In addition, female kangaroos may also care for an unrelated joey if it has been left alone for some reason. Similar behavior is also observed in elephants and wolves. Another interesting fact about the reproduction of large red kangaroos is the competition among males for females. Males stand on their hind legs and box with their front limbs or try to knock down their opponent. During intense fights, they even kick with their hind legs while balancing solely on their tails. The average lifespan of a large red kangaroo is about 20 years, however, some individuals have lived nearly 30 years. Is the giant red kangaroo listed in the Red Book? Giant kangaroos are not listed in the Red Book and have the status of a species of least concern. Their population is stable, and they are not threatened with extinction. This species has not suffered from human activity, rather, it has benefited from the expansion of agriculture. Many farmers consider this animal a pest and hunt it. However, in some states, hunting requires a permit. Kangaroo hunting is actually quite a common practice in Australia. More than 1 million individuals are harvested annually. Large red kangaroos are hunted to control their population, as well as for their meat and hides. Kangaroo meat is very lean and contains a minimal fat percentage. In the wild, large red kangaroos have almost no natural predators due to their size. Only a pack of dingoes can kill an adult. Crocodiles, particularly the saltwater crocodile, may also attack kangaroos near water bodies. However, humans pose a much greater threat to these animals, not only hunters. In Australia, there are many cases of road accidents involving large red kangaroos. They often jump onto the road, especially at night. That is why there are even special road signs on the continent warning drivers about the danger of collisions with these animals. That's all for today. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the new videos.